Now I want you to think for a moment about sexual immorality, the temple, your body, and the Holy Spirit. And this is the illustration that I want to leave in your mind. Imagine a Levitical priest practicing sexual immorality with a pagan prostitute in the Holy of Holies. Can you imagine? No, you can't. What would happen? That's unthinkable. It was unthinkable when at times idols were put in the Holy of Holies. Or to defile it, pig's blood was offered or whatever. But think about this. This is what a man is doing. This is what a believer is doing. What a flagrant, arrogant, shameless way of dealing with the presence of Christ that dwells within us. Do you see how horrifying this is? And don't think it's just when the act is committed. Remember what sexual immorality is. It embarks all these things. Everything we've mentioned. Sexual immorality is a denial of Christ's redemptive claim upon the body. 1 Corinthians 6:20, for you have been bought with a price, therefore glorify God in your body. No. I don't care at this moment if I've been bought with a price. I just don't care. I want to do what I want to do. Say, Brother Paul, you're saying this in such an ugly manner. It's an ugly thing. What do you want me to do? Recite poetry to you? I pray that the Spirit of God would impress this upon all our hearts of how devastating, how horrifying, how vile, how twisted all of this is. Sexual immorality is in a category all to its own. 1 Corinthians 6:18, flee immorality. Every other sin that a man commits is outside the body, but the immoral man sins against his own body. Now, I want to be honest with you. The full understanding of what Paul is saying, I think, escapes us all. Because you read some of the finest, most consistent commentary writers, and you will see that they are all giving their ideas and inferences, but no one is really that sure. What is Paul saying? But I believe Calvin says something that really hits the heart of the matter. Paul now shows how much we ought to abhor fornication, setting before us the enormity of its wickedness and baseness. Now he shows its greatness by comparison, that this sin alone of all sins puts a brand of disgrace upon the body. Is it not enough to know that whatever makes it so doesn't really matter? But this one thing we know for certain, that sexual immorality is in a category all to itself with regard to vileness and harm. Another thing about sexual immorality, God's displeasure against sexual immorality is revealed in that He killed 23,000 Israelites in one day for their immorality. 1 Corinthians 10:8, nor let us act immorally as some did, and 23,000 fell in one day. And what stopped the plague? Phinehas, one man, with a lance. He takes it on and he drives a stake right through its heart. Men and women, listen to me. I guess there was a time when these things should normally be just addressed to men, but it seems that women have become just as shameless as men. There's only one way to deal with sexual immorality, and that is drive a stake straight through it. Have no mercy upon it.